All right, here we go again. Hand grenade pins in every line. I have no idea what that means, but that's from a song. These burrito tortilla shells, they just look a little bit, feel and look a little bit smaller than they normally do. All pizzas, I don't care what you're putting on it. They start the same. The dough on the bottom. Your sauce, and then your cheese. From there, you can do whatever you want. And it's a visual look. You want to see the sauce through the cheese. If you cannot see the sauce, you got too much cheese on there. Remember, the cheese is going to melt and it's going to get absorbed with the sauce. It all becomes one unique factor. And here's the surprise for today. I'm out of mozzarella. That happens. I go through a lot of it. We're just doing a Monterey Jack. I grabbed this by mistake. I meant to get pepper jack, but I got Monterey Jack. It don't matter. Monterey Jack is almost the same as mozzarella. It's not going to have the same cheese pool, and it has a tendency to firm up quicker when you take it out of the oven. At least that's according to Grok. Pepperoni, and I've got some of these marinated mushrooms left over. I got some fresh mushrooms. I think I'm gonna wait and put fresh mushrooms on there. So this will be the one that I'll save for tomorrow or the day after. I go back and forth on the spice. Sometimes I think it tastes better underneath everything, and sometimes I think it gives a little bit more punch when you put it on top. You'll have to decide for your own. This is for, I was gonna say rainy day, but we don't get rain here in Utah. And this will get cooked in about 30 minutes. Here we go again, people. 450 degrees for Siri. Give me a 10-minute timer.
10 minutes, starting now.
That, my friends, is the way a pizza is supposed to look when it is baking. It's bubbling, it's boiling, but the sauce and the cheese is all congregating together. And you see right there on the crust right there, it's starting to get brown on the edges, and just about everywhere else the cheese is overflowing the edge. It's even better. I mean, don't get me wrong, crust is good that on a real dough pizza. But this is not real dough, this is fake dough. Okay, this is why you need to stand over the pizza when it's in the oven, because we're at 8.5 minutes and this thing's ready. Okay, never mind the timer. It took me 1.5 minutes to set up the camera and get it adjusted. But let me explain something. That's not necessarily the grease from the pepperoni. That is the grease from the cheese and the sauce blending together. Let's give it a minute to cool down. Look at that, that crust firmed up. I mean, I could put that on my Bronco and drive down the street. It's that crispy. And while we're looking at it, a little bit of crust exposed, a little bit of crust there, burned, crispy. That tastes good. A little bit there, a little bit there. And then you got the cheese that poured over that gave you that nice Caramelized. Goodness. Order up. Look at that little slice. How did that get so little? Undercarriage. Look at that. That's what the pizza steel does. When all the cheese comes off in one bite, you might have too much sauce on there. Doesn't matter. It's all going the same place, and it's all gonna make a shit. Watch me eat. Well, and you're not eating is annoying. I'm out of here. See ya.